Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video. So this week, as you can probably guess from the title, I'm going to be making prints and greeting cards. I have been very kindly sent my new Canon Pixma printer by the people over at Cartridge People. They've given me a discount code for you guys to use, which I've put the details for all of that down below in the description if you want to go and check out their website. One of the main things I want to do is add greeting cards to my shop. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I did make one Valentine's Day greeting card a few months ago, but I honestly want to come out with a bit bigger collection, and I want to make sure everything is printed in really high quality on nice paper. I want to design a set of 4 cards that will kind of have that can either be used as notelets for people to write letters to, thank you cards, birthday cards, whatever they want. They're not going to say anything on them, they're just going to be blank and cute in a little pack of 4. I also want to do 2 birthday cards and another kind of romance / love card that you can use at any time of the year, whether that's Valentine's Day or an anniversary. So I've already set up my printer, but I want to do a test print first. So I'm going to be printing the illustrations I did in last week's video. And I also want to print my Patreon rewards as well, because it's the end of the month almost, so I want to have them ready for the fair. So I'm going to start by printing my house illustration, and then I'm probably going to print the next illustration, the dinosaur illustration, and then I'm going to come up with some ideas for my greeting cards. And then with the Patreon rewards, I'll probably wait and do that tomorrow, just because I really want to get into designing some greeting cards. I am using Marut Professional Photo Archival paper. It is 230 grams per square meter. So here is the finished print. I'm super happy with how it came out. I really love how the colours look on the page. The paper quality is pretty decent as well, but the printer has done a really good job of capturing my artwork as it was on screen for me. So I'm going to start designing my greeting cards. So I'm going to do the pack of 4 first. I want to go for a hedgehog themed kind of illustration, which is a very me kind of thing, but I want to do something that's fun and exciting. So you know, I want to do something that I'm going to enjoy painting, which is hedgehogs. So I'm going to start with them. I want to go for kind of a sunflower daisy kind of theme for them, as I think that would be really cute. I'm actually gonna try and experiment with blending both gouache and ink. I'm not sure how it will turn out, but I want to give it a go anyway. I really want some of it to be really textured and then some of it not to be as much, but in a different kind of texture. So these are going to be traditional pieces. However, I am going to start by sketching out my ideas on my iPad.
I remember the sunshine, first time, cool breeze, take a second to unwind, best times, truly. I remember the sunshine, first time, cool breeze, take a second to unwind, best times, truly.
Yeah, I remember when the sun was out and the weather was perfect. My childhood was so good, probably never deserved it. A young one, skipping school just to head to the beach. The girls from class in bikinis were making me nervous. I held it down, acting confident, even though I'm sweating. What's underneath all that material got me guessing, hoping that my skinny ass body was impressing. Do I play it cool, or do I come at it all aggressive? Yeah, right, I was too shy, man, they probably laugh at the thought. I shrug it off and keep sipping on the drinks that I bought. Fake ID, drinking in the sand, trying to act cool, but really I was terrified of getting caught. Later on we head to the show tipsy, see our friends play, liquor had me feeling risky. Went in for the kiss and I made it, I left feeling like the man. Looking back I wouldn't change it.
I remember the sunshine, first time, cool breeze, take a second to unwind, best times, truly. I remember the sunshine, first time, cool breeze, take a second to unwind, best times, truly.
Look, and every group had someone always starting the drama. We all knew a kid that got with every girl in the group. We all knew someone that couldn't not laugh at their own jokes, and every time someone couldn't hold their liquor and puke. I was a kid that never felt like you really fit in. I was a kid hoping one of them would choose me. One time they complimented my muscles, so I walked around rocking a singlet, acting like I wasn't cold for 2 weeks. And I look back now embarrassed, but I'm still smiling, laughing at all the stupid looks I was trying. Like when they put tips in her hair, me looking shook in that chair, low-key, hoping they vibe it insecure. Are they feeling me? That's unlikely. Is this the best year ever, man? It just might be. Still nervous, everybody else was acting all perfect. Didn't think that maybe they were feeling just like me.
Remember the sunshine, first time, cool breeze. Take a second to unwind, the best times, truly. I remember the sunshine, first time, cool breeze. Take a second to unwind, the best times, truly.
So it's day 2 of getting these illustrations finished. So far I've completed 1 illustration, I've almost finished the second one, and hopefully I will finish the 3rd and 4th one tomorrow. I'll start them today and see how far I get, but I'm super happy with how they're coming out so far. So now I've finished these hedgehog illustrations, I'm going to scan them in and edit them on Photoshop. The reason I'm editing them on the Photoshop is because there's quite a few little bits and pieces that I want to change. There's some paint splatters on it that I want to take out. I also need to remove the background. The background needs to be plain when put onto the new cards. There's not much more I'll have to do to it. I'll probably have to change the colours a little bit, make sure I'm happy with them because they get altered a bit when you scan them in. And then they'll be ready for printing tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be printing off my Patreon postcard and stickers, and I will also be starting on the other cards that I want to release onto my shop this week. In Photoshop I just clean up the files. So first of all I make sure that the illustrations are level. I do this with the crop tool, and then once it's all straight I just go in and take out any blemishes which are either, you know, from my painting or from the scanner, anything like that. I also adjust the colours too to make sure they are, you know, as I want them to be. I wanted to keep them to the same as they were before when I was doing the painting, so that wasn't too difficult for me to do, but obviously if there are any other changes you want to do, you can do that too. Then I went in and got rid of the background. As you can see on this little hedgehog with all the flowers, I did actually paint the background green. This was to make it easier for me to see where the background was so I could remove it. I'm just doing this because, you know, when you're printing directly on white, even though I've already done white, you know, I've painted on white, you'll still be able to see the texture come through of the illustration when you scanned it, so you want to make sure you get rid of anything like that. Once I had finished editing the illustrations, I then went and put them into Photoshop and created them their own individual A5 documents. This was because it would make it easier for me to then make sure I get the correct size when I do the layout of the card, which we're going to go and do now. As I'm printing on A4 paper to then fold in half to make an A5 card, you want to make a A4 blank document, and then you want to drag your images into the page. So I'm putting my own logo on the back of the card, and then the front will have my illustration on. So it's pretty easy to snap everything into place on Photoshop, and as you've already got the illustration file to the right size, you'll just have to drag it into place, make sure it is on the right to make sure it's printed on the right bit of your card, and that's it really. It's pretty easy, not that difficult to do. So I have scanned and edited everything on my computer. I did that yesterday. So today I'm going to be printing the cards and seeing what they look like. So I'm going to be using this paper here. This is the Marut greeting card paper. So it's actually already got a fold on them, so you don't have to, you know, fold them afterwards. So it makes sure it's easier to do, and so you don't have to faff around folding the cards yourself. Like, you know, you can get a perfect straight line with this. I'm not sure if you can really tell on camera, it's very, very faint, but there is a line here which will help me create a good fold in the card. Alright, so I've now got these all ready to print. I've made sure to put the quality of my print up to the highest option, and I've also selected A4 borderless because, you know, it would look like that and you don't want a little border for your greetings card, so make sure you select borderless. So let's go and print them. I'm really excited to see how they turn out. Fingers crossed that they turn out great. I'm expecting they will. I'm really excited about getting these out to you guys, and I hope it works first time because I've put a lot of effort into the illustrations, and I hope everything looks great on the paper.
All I want is you to answer me right now. Just dance with me right now. Just dance with me right now. When I wake up, you're not next to me. Guess I'm missing all your energy. That's all I want.
I'm so happy with how the cards have come out. I've just got to fold them, and then once I've done that, I'm going to start on my Patreon rewards because I need to take the photos and submit them onto Instagram and on my Patreon page, so like people know what rewards they'll be getting this month. I've kind of left it a little bit late. Last month I finished all the graphics and everything for that a lot earlier. I finished it I think halfway through the month, whereas this month I've left it literally to the day I need to get it done. But you know, it's not something that's going to take me too long to do anyway. So I'm just going to get folding and printing.
Whenever it's early twilight, I watch till a star breaks through. Well, funny, it's not a star I see. It's always you. Whenever I roam through roses, and lately I often do. Well, funny, it's not a rose I touch, it's always you. Well, if a breeze caresses me, it's merely you strolling by. If I hear a melody, it's merely the way you sigh.
So I've taken some photos of my stickers and postcards for Patreon, and I'm going to put them up on Instagram later. I'm really happy with how they come out. I think they're really cute, and I hope my Patreons like them too. If you want to sign up to my Patreon, there is still time to get this set of stickers and postcards. You have basically until the last day of the month to get them. So the link for my Patreon is down below in the description if you want to sign up and get my rewards. There are two tiers that I've got at the moment. My pen pal tier, which is the one you want to sign up for if you want to get my postcards and stickers, or I've got another tier for £2, which is just a basic tier where you get behind the scene content and you get to find out products before I release them to anyone else. So it's a good way to help support me, but you'll also get things back from me that you won't get anywhere else. So I think what I'm going to do now is start working on the other cards. So there's 3 more cards I want to do. I want to do 2 birthday cards that are kind of similar. So I want to have a kind of a more girly version, a more boy version, but they're not necessarily girly and boy. I just want there to be a choice of two similar different cards. So there's going to be a little bunny on some roller skates and then a little bear on a skateboard. And then I also want to make a kind of romantic card, like I said the other day, but this one I think I'm going to have two little frogs under an umbrella together. I think for these two I'm going to do them digitally, but I need to experiment a little bit and maybe play around with it, and if I don't like how it looks I might try it traditionally. I am running out of a bit of time because it is Thursday already and tomorrow is Friday, so that's the last day I've got to get all this done, so I can edit this video and get it up for Sunday. I also want to show you how I package everything up, how I keep my prints safe for, you know, in the post, and I also want to show you how I'm going to pack up my greeting cards yet, which I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do yet, but I will figure that out. We will figure that out together.
You.
Sometimes I get a little greenish shade of jealousy. In truth, it's how I know that you're the one for me. And when you're seeing red, come over, we can talk it through. I'll throw a warmer shade on your colder moods, yeah. Drip, drip in the canvas frame. Take a second to appreciate the beautiful mess we make. I don't wanna paint by numbers. That just ain't the way I wanna love ya. Baby, let the colors bleed. We don't need to keep it clean. Let's mix it up together for each other. Loving watercolor. Watercolor. Feels like sometimes I get so blue, there's no one getting through. But you come sliding down in honeysuckle, cream and nude. Drip, drip from the canvas frame. Take a second to appreciate the beautiful mess we make. I don't wanna paint by numbers. That just ain't the way I wanna love ya. Baby, let the colors bleed. We don't need to keep it clean. Let's mix it up together for each other. Loving watercolor. Watercolor. Drip, drip from the canvas frame. Take a second to appreciate the beautiful mess we make. I don't wanna paint by numbers. That just ain't the way I wanna love ya. Baby, let the colors bleed. We don't need to keep it clean. Let's mix it up together for each other.
So I've just got to finish in colouring in these two illustrations. I'm pretty much done really, there's not much left to do with them, but you know, there's still a little bit. And then we can get to printing the cards and packaging them up and putting them onto my store.
Figure it out. How do my name go? Oh, mistouch turns cold. 'Cause you got 20/20 and I don't see it straight. Pictures of white picket fences on a pearly lake. You know it's gonna be a while. So why you in a rush to try? As we got older, you left me on your bedroom floor. It got much colder since we found out who we were. If you needed to, you never choose to.
So now I finished printing off all the cards, you know, they're ready for me to package up. So I'm going to walk you through how I do that. I mean, it's not particularly a complicated thing to do, but I just thought I'd let you know how I make sure my prints get to my customers safe, and how I, you know, make sure that it's all in good condition when it arrives. So one of the things I use for my prints is this. So this is like some kind of backing card. It's fairly expensive. but you get a lot of it, so it's kind of worth it, and it probably works out like 5 to 10p per card. I can't remember the exact numbers right now, but I guess it depends on where you get it from. So it's definitely worth it, as it protects the print, and it arrives, you know, all nice and straight and everything. It's not crumpled or anything like that when it gets to your customers. And I'd also put the orders into a hardback envelope, and the side of the print that had this on, then the hardback envelope would be on that side. I have 2 different sizes of this backing card. I have this size, which is A5, which is what we're going to use today because I'm using A5 prints, but I also have A4 backing card as well. So I don't actually sell any A4 prints in my shop, but I do have my little square prints. These are the same width as A4, but the length obviously isn't right, so I do have to cut them down to size to make them fit into an envelope, which is kind of annoying because it takes a while, but you know, if you just do a bunch in one go, it saves you time later in the day. So, you know, prepare a couple of prints to make sure you're ready for orders and you don't have to faff around packing them up when someone orders. So that's why I'm gonna show you how to do these now, because I'm gonna have to do it myself anyway, so I might as well show it to you now. So for my prints, I just grab a backing card and cellophane bags. So the cellophane bags I'm using at the moment, I'm not entirely sure if they are biodegradable. I know that my supplier has switched over to biodegradable bags, but I don't think all of them have quite yet. And I've still got some ones I had before they changed. But obviously I am looking to switch, but I just need to use up what I've got at the moment. So I just get my backing card and put the print on it. Pretty simple really. And then get your cellophane bag. I like to put the print in the opposite way of where the sticky bit will go. So the sticky bit is on the back. It's just because it looks nicer and also stops any sticky residue getting on the actual print. So just put it in. Take off the sticky bit and stick it down. Yeah, and that is pretty much it. So I'm going to go and do it for these 2 prints as well. So I do exactly the same thing for the cards, except this time I grab some envelopes. So for prints, cellophane bags are pretty much the only way you're going to make sure that they're not going to be ruined, and the same for cards as well. I know some people might use tissue paper and things like that, but the problem with that is it's still not waterproof. So if it gets wet in the delivery or whatever, you know, the post office, the postman gets it wet, even if I got it wet in the way of taking it to the post box, the post office, it would probably ruin the card. The paper itself could, you know, it's going to get soggy if it gets wet. So the cellophane bags are the best way to protect it. Tissue paper, obviously, that's not going to stop the water from getting in at all. I'm going to go and finish wrapping these cards up. I've already taken some photos, so then I need to go and edit them. And then I guess it's near the end of the video. So I'll just get on with that and I'll see you in a bit. I've now put my greeting cards and my Animal Crossing prints up on my store, so if you want to go and grab them, but the link to my store is down below in the description, or you could head to this link here. So I am going to be ending this video here, but before I do, I just want to say thank you to the Cartridge People again for sending me my new printer, so I was able to make this video for you guys. If you want to check out their website, I've put my discount code in the description with a little bit more information there, as well as their website link if you want to go and check their products out. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know which your favourite print was. Was it one of my greeting cards, or was it the Animal Crossing print? Let me know below in the description, and if there are any other greeting cards you'd like to see, if you have any ideas or special events you'd like me to make the cards for, please let me know and I will look into doing them for my shop in the future. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified for when I next upload. I upload every single Sunday at the moment, or at least I try my best to, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I've posted. All my links are in the description below if you want to follow me on social media. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, pretty much everywhere, and I've put it all down below for you to go and check it out. And I've also got my Patreon link down there too, and it'd mean a lot if you can go and check that out. I am sending out my pen pal rewards next week, but I send them out for the entirety of the month, so if you sign up on the 30th of the month, you will still receive your rewards for that month. So make sure you sign up before it's too late to get this month's rewards. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!